Roll call 219 here, and I'm waiting to go into work. And COVID-19, coronavirus, the effects. I saw the effects yesterday, and pretty wild. No toilet paper, no hand sanitizer, nothing to clean with. Is it serious? I think it is serious to a certain extent. Not the extent that everybody's been putting on it in the media. It has been kind of blown out of proportion a little bit. It's serious for people with underlying diseases, from what my doctor said. If people don't know, I was sick as a dog this whole week. So, it's the 15th right now of March. And I've been sick since, I would say I started feeling bad around Monday. And it got really bad Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I just came back to work on Friday, on Saturday. So, today's Sunday. And I feel better. Now, for people with underlying disease like COPD, asthma, some kind of cancer issue, this could potentially kill you. That's serious. Look out for your grandparents, your moms and dads that are in that upper echelon of age. This isn't affecting the young populace in the country. It's just not. The two things that concern me is there's no cure, and you don't know who has it. That's the scary part of it. And the only cure is yourself. Well, that's the only cure. Your own immune system fighting off the disease, the virus. So that's what you have to look out for. I've been taking these little pills right here. I've been taking these things to help me get over whatever I got. I don't believe it was COVID-19. I believe it was the flu. Just a normal flu that kills more people than COVID has right now. Now, the effects of the world. Well, this is going to slow down, the import of medicines. If you didn't know, most of our medicines come from China. So you're not going to see an influx in medicine. It's going to disrupt transportation of goods to places like my work and Walmart and whatnot. So you're going to see a lot of different change. You're going to see the rise in price. I just bought what I normally buy in the morning. Usually it's around $9.89. Paid $10.05, so I can see the uptick in that. Gas has gone down. It's not because of the coronavirus. It's because Iran and Russia flooded the market with oil because they couldn't agree on stuff. So you're going to see a lot of different effects. All the sporting events are shut down. A lot of the big shows. I know everybody had their heart set on the NRA show or Wanamaker, the world's largest gun show. And I get that. But if we don't control this now and it just spreads, then we're going to be in trouble because everybody's going to flood the hospitals. Hospitals, they can deal with pandemics, but they can't deal with a populace that all gets sick at once. That's why you're seeing the precautions that have been taken. Now, the people that are buying all kinds of stuff in bulk because they're in fear, you're an idiot. You're a moron. Simple hygiene will help you get through this. Are you going to become unscathed from this? No, you're going to see it in your pocketbook and you're going to see it on the store shelves. It's just that simple. I could show you pictures of my Walmart, and everybody else can show you pictures of their Walmarts or Myers or wherever you go to buy your simple stuff. So, it's a problem, but as long as we contain it and we can give time to not spread this all over society, we'll be in good shape. Now, what I'm looking at is the homeless. I think if it breaks out in the homeless, it's going to be a lot worse than everybody thinks, especially around in California that breaks out in the homeless, since they have one of the highest rates of homeless people, you'll see something really take off that's bad. So there's concerns there, but is it at the level that the media puts it at? No, it's not. For content creators, I don't bank, and this is one of the reasons why I don't bank my channel on going to NRA, SHOT Show, or even Tulsa at times. Because when something goes around like this, you're going to be out of money. I think more people will get broke than they will die from this disease. I mean, you look at the stock market, all the rich people are really getting their asses handed to them because the stock market is tanking. The Fed injected $1.5 trillion into the stock market. It leveled out, but then it tanked again. Throwing money at this problem isn't going to quite solve the problem. It'll help, but it's not going to solve this problem. Solving this problem is going to be control of spreading the disease. You know, I go to baseball games. If you go look on my channel, you can see I went to the Cubs rally when they won the World Series. I'm a baseball fan. Baseball season's been pushed back to a different time for opening day. So this will have an effect on the economy, more so than it will have on people, as in getting sick. But as long as you're staying out of huge groups of people and you're not traveling abroad, you're not taking cruises, you should be all right. It's just that simple. It's common sense. A lot of people don't have common sense, and I seen it yesterday when everybody panicked by firearms. Good for my business, I'll tell you that much. But in the end, you're gonna see change in the way America functions when this happens again, because this seems to happen a lot. Cindy threw out some statistics yesterday, dating back all the way from the Obama administration, where these viruses were popping up everywhere, whether it was a swine flu, Zika. I mean, there's just all kinds of different diseases that pop up. Well, this is a scary one. I wouldn't call it scary. I would call it alarming, because of the two facts that you don't have a cure for this. The only cure is your own self, your own immune system. It's not reacting as it would the regular flu, with preventing the virus to spread throughout your body and attack cells. It's not responding to medication the way they thought it was going to. It's not repelling it. It's not stopping it from multiplying. The only thing that's going to stop that is your own immune system to attack the virus cells. This comes from a doctor I know. So, I mean, that's the only kind of good information that I got. That, you know, the only reason why I'm surviving the regular flu, or if I would ever get COVID-19, is because my immune system, I can get infected with this, but my immune system can handle it. I might feel like crap for the next few days, but in the end, I can fight this off. Now, older people, they can't do that. For content creators, this is going to really hurt them, especially if they bank their stuff on going to shows, going to gun shows or something like the NRA, meetings, things of that nature. Me, I don't. That's why I don't bank my content on there. I've got guns that I can shoot. I can show the functionality of it. Right now I can go out and buy a gun. I don't like to buy the new stuff that comes out, hence all the problems that some of the guns are having that came out this year. So, I mean, I've inherited enough problems in my life, whether it be buying used guns or just fresh guns out of the box, so I don't need a headache. So I don't bank my content on that. My live streams are always about the news, so I don't have to quite worry about that kind of aspect. But a lot of this stuff that goes on in gun shows and that, a lot of people bank on it. That's their content. That's their content throughout the year. I look at the NRA show as like a mini SHOT Show. If it was at SHOT Show, it's going to be at the NRA show. So, I mean, sometimes it's something new, some kind of new product pops up there. I seen a lot last year down in Indy of a couple of different things that weren't shown at SHOT Show. But all in all, that's just what it is. I look at Wanamaker being a big one because you can find stuff, especially old stuff that you don't see every day, that doesn't show up at SHOT Show. So I see that as being a little bit more, I would say, great sink your teeth in content than just the normal stuff you see at SHOT or NRA. Those two pretty much coincide with each other. It's the same group of people that go there. Some of the companies go there, some don't. But it's basically your big gun companies that are around the world. But to me, it's not going to affect me. I don't like put all my eggs in one basket and look at traveling at these shows as being the end all be all of a channel. I think there's ways to get around this. I think this is going to affect content creators, especially people that threw in a couple bucks to go to these shows. You're probably out of that money. Again, I just said, more people are going to get broke from this virus and actually getting this virus and dying from it. You're going to see more loss in currency than you are going to see in lives at this point in time. We're only at the first stages of this outbreak, and if we don't clamp it down, we could end up like Italy. We could end up like some of these other countries, and I don't want to see that, because then everybody's confined and there's going to be no travel. You're not going to be able to go to the store. So the quicker we get a handle on this, the more, I guess, it returns kind of to normalcy. But hopefully we learn from this. The biggest thing I want to see is that we learn from this, that we learn from what happens when you spook people, when you panic them. I mean, we can all recover money. I'm about to go and work, and whatever money I've lost, which is pretty much nothing. I mean, I guess I'm out $8 because I bought some back pain pills and some aspirin, as we got low on that stuff. But we were pretty much set to shelter in for a couple of months. So, I mean, it's fine with me. You always have to be prepared in these situations. And around the gun community, they call them preppers. Well, go look at a couple prepping videos. The next time this comes up, you might not have the hard time that you have right now. If it's hard getting stuff or you're short stuff, this should help you look on the airs of caution for the next, I guess, pandemic that arises. But again, more people are going to lose money over this than probably lose their lives. But we have to get a kind of a handle on this. We can't have people going out there that are infected and just saying, piss in the wind, because all you do is get wet and stink. So I can see some of the concerns. Is it what the media displays? No, it's not. We're not even at that level. This is the beginning stages of it. But if we're like these other countries that weren't quite paying attention, then we can end up like them. It's good. I want to see at the end of this the learning, what we've learned from this, how we can handle it better the next time something comes up that doesn't have a cure, but ourselves and our own immune systems, or something that something on the scale where it gets kind of dicey, and it's a little bit more scary, like Ebola or SARS or something on that level that was really, really big. So I don't see it as a huge hit to me. I don't see it as a huge hit to my family. I don't have enough skin in the game, as they say, as other people or as other channels. My channel's a whole different direction than other people, and this is kind of why I don't base my channel around big things, like SHOT, like Wanamaker, like NRAM, or like some other big gun show. I don't put stock into that stuff because, as we all know, stocks rise and fall, and this is one that's fell hard for a lot of different channels around the gun community, or whatever little community that you have. Comic-Con was canceled. So I mean, whatever you like, this stuff is getting canceled out. If you cover sports, guess what? You're not going to be watching sports for quite some time. So you always have to have a game plan. My game plan was not to panic and freak out, I've got stuff that if you're interested in seeing, I'll probably throw it up on the channel. That's why I don't put my stock into these big things. So that's just how I feel about it. I've been sick, whether it was COVID-19, COVID-10, or whatever. I've been calling it COVID-10 of what I had. Family's kind of tired of hearing it, but I think it's funny. So this should the biggest thing we should take away from this is we should see how we can rebound from this and what we can learn from it. I think a lot of the mistakes is we don't learn from what happens in the past, and we continue to repeat it in the future. So keep that in mind. Wash your hands, do hygiene. Just remember, COVID-19 is an airborne virus, so wearing gloves or some kind of biochemical suit, that's probably the only thing that's going to help you is the biological chemical suit, but it gets hot under those things. I've been in them before. So just remember, stay vigilant. We say it all the time when we carry firearms, stay vigilant. Just stay vigilant. Stay out of large groups. If you don't feel good, stay home. Call a doctor. Get yourself checked out. Other than that, I'm going to go into work. I got things I got to do here because everybody wiped out the ammo shelf. So I'm going to have to find something to put on that shelf to sell. So keep that in mind. People that are creating content on YouTube, keep on creating it. The more people that shelter in place, the more videos they might watch. You never know. So stay vigilant. And like always, we'll catch you on the next one.